is Jason. I'm here today with the DIY Cafe. I'm going to talk to you today about using bell siphons in aquaponics systems. So over here in my basement I have a small little DIY aquaponics system. Got two beds, you can see right behind me there on the very top shelf of my whole setup. Now unfortunately I did have some vegetables growing in both beds, but well, my cats decided to jump up there and, well, let's just say nothing's in there now. So today, I took on a project to clean it out. You can see here, I had one of these little 4-inch PVC pipes screened on the bottom to keep all the big debris out. But once the cats got in, well, that kind of knocked it out. So I had to empty the whole thing, clean it out real good, and now I'm getting ready to put it back. So here's a top view of my grow bed that I'm in the process of cleaning out. As you can hear in the background, some of the pipes are draining out. This one here is going to take a little bit longer to fill up, only because there's no media in there taking up space. But in the meantime, I'm going to kind of go over how all this is put together. So the container itself is just a cheap little storage container I picked up from Walmart for about $6. It worked really well for this setup because I was able to fit two of them on the top shelf right next to each other. Over here I have a 3/4 inch bulkhead right in the bottom. All the pieces come in a little package I got from Lowe's, about $6. It's probably the most expensive thing in this little setup. I have a little adapter, male threaded into a slip-on adapter with a 3/4 inch PVC pipe slid into that. I didn't bother using any adhesives or anything to glue all the pieces together. One, because I didn't want the chemicals to contaminate anything into the water. Plus, I've been running it for a couple months here, and so far no leaks, so I don't think adhesive is really necessary, at least in this small of a setup. So, like I said, I have a 3/4 inch PVC pipe slid into the bulkhead there with the adapter. It's only about 3 inches high. Now this piece here is what sets the maximum height of the grow bed. So when this grow bed fills up with water, roughly going to be right to the lip here, in the container, this is going to start a siphon with the accompanying piece, and will drain this faster than it's actually filling. Which you can see we have a good steady flow over here. But I also have that teed off on the top so that it's not the full pressure, but it's splitting off, so we have a little bit going off to the left side, a little bit going to the right side, just so it kind of slows down the process of the grow beds filling up too fast. Alright, so we have a little slip cover that I just set on top of the bulkhead here in a little drain. And this is what actually creates the vacuum to start the siphon. 1.25 PVC pipe with a little slip-on cap on the top, and I have a little air intake on the side to kind of help along the air. So once it goes down to these slits, when the water's draining, it'll suck up the air to break the suction for the siphon, and this will kind of help it along just in case, so that the siphon doesn't keep going and just wasting water and keeping it full. Because if I'm not home or something, letting that go for a couple days or even a couple hours, the roots are going to be submerged completely in water, and that's not good to have all the time, for most plants anyway. So this just slides right on top of there. As you can see, water level is getting pretty close, so it's getting ready to start the siphon pretty soon here. And again, no adhesives or anything, that just slides right on top. And then with this little screen 4-inch PVC pipe, again slides right on top. And then when I go to put all the clay pellets in here, that's going to fill in around here to kind of keep it in place, and obviously the screen's going to keep the clay pellets out of the drain so it doesn't clog up. So as soon as this gets up there, you'll see what I mean by the bell siphon draining the whole system using a vacuum created by this little slip piece. So let's take a look. Okay, and the water's just reached the top of the drain here, so any second it's going to start rolling over the pipe, and we'll throw this slip back on. Yeah, you can see it's just going over now, so we'll put the cover back over it. Alright, and then once the water level gets a little bit higher in the bed, the water is going to get sucked up to here because of the vacuum trying to suck in air, and it's going to be pulled straight through to the tank below us here, and that's going to drain our entire bed. It usually takes a couple seconds or so. But we have quite a, it's not that fast, this flow coming in, so once that gets roughly a 1/4 inch higher, we'll step below here, see what's happening underneath. Here's our drain pipe underneath it. You can kind of see a little bit of a trickles coming out. We're getting some bubbles, and it's picking up a little bit, and it sounds like that's got it. So up here, you watch the water level. It's going to start to drop. Yeah, slowly, but it's going down a lot faster than it was pouring in. So this is going to allow the grow beds to fill up a couple of times and drain completely while they're on a timer, which right now I have every half hour or so this will go off. Usually gets about 5 cycles in. It'll fill it, drain it, repeat, and then the timer goes off, and it's got about 45 minutes in between of just steady water. And already a couple seconds and that's almost halfway drained. You see the water level on the slide here is going down too. And then below us, water's still coming out pretty good. Filling up the what was supposed to be the sump tank. Right now it's just kind of secondary tank sitting there. Then below us here, whenever that gets too full, that'll drain directly into the fish tank. And that is my bell siphon. Thanks for watching.